Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-April forecast, tarot and astrology. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. All will apply, so take the messages that resonate with you and the messages that don't. Just try your other signs on for size. So Sagittarius, this is an interesting mid-month because May is going to be very, very big astrologically, especially for you, especially in love. Venus is in the shadow period of Gemini, your partnership sector, but the new moon in Taurus on the 22nd, and then the Taurus conjunction of the Sun and Uranus on the 26th are going to bring some very interesting energies into your day-to-day in general, particularly for those of you that have children or at home. Possibly it's to do with your family, but for a lot of you, of course, it's working from home. It is tending to your family dynamic. I think your family are appreciating you being around more, or would appreciate hearing from you more. The Six of Cups is such a beautiful card. Oftentimes when people get into tarot, I think they find that it's their favorite, or at least one of their favorites, because it is that warm, loving feeling. Three of Wands. Very you. Homesick, sick of home is such a Sagittarius thing. It's that warm, fuzzy energy that's very loving and very connected and very sentimental and very nostalgic as well. You could be thinking a lot about the past, but in true Sagittarian form, you're also thinking a lot about the future. That's the difference between the Six of Cups and the Three of Wands. I think for a lot of you, you have a couple of things penned for this year that you're quite excited about, but you're also kind of pensive about. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. You're wondering what's going to happen there. Of course, there's the uncertainty that everyone has at the moment. Oh, Six of Swords. Okay, so it depends on something where there is a transition involved. Perhaps it was a move, perhaps it was a new job, a new, particularly a move actually. Thinking of moving out, thinking of relocating, having to make some kind of choice about a living situation, which is interesting. Energy wise, what you're feeling is that you love the people in your life very, very, very much. And some of you are thinking of moving in with a partner, or moving in with a romantic partner, a lover. Six of Swords and the Two of Cups, and some of you are finally getting into a relationship. For many of you, by the end of this year, you may find yourself moving quite far for love, or finding love with someone who has had to move quite far to find you. You will travel again this year. You will. You will. For a lot of you, you're moving into a very, very, very happy bond. If those of you that are completely single are feeling very, very pessimistic about the future, which isn't your style, you're very optimistic, you're very enthralled with life. But for those of you that are having doubts, as represented here by the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, those of you that are having doubts, you needn't worry. Within the next 6 months, I think even the most single Sagittarius could find themselves in something quite spectacular. If you're thinking of signing a contract with a new job in the next 6 months, again, I think it's going to be quite spectacular. But let's talk about Venus in your romantic sector going retrograde. Well, we'll talk more about that in May, but we'll talk about the steps towards it. So Venus retrograde in your romantic sector, Sagittarius, is when the energies feel more intense. And when energies feel more intense, you start to learn about things that you're ignoring. You start to see things you're ignoring. You start to feel feelings you have possibly swept under the rug for being busy. Things you might have missed while you shot one of your arrows in another direction and you were following it so relentlessly. Nine of Wands. I'm sorry if you can't see these very well. The sun is setting and I thought it would be quite nice because it's hitting off all the lights. You could be dealing with a Virgo. As good as things are going to get in love, because when it's your time, as good as things are getting in love, your routine, your day-to-day needs a little bit of consideration. Certain behaviors may be hurting people that you live with. Certain behaviors may be causing discord. Mercury was retrograde in Pisces, your family sector, but we still have Neptune there. We still have Neptune there, and you need to be very, very, very careful of where you could possibly be neglecting or ignoring certain family members that really, really would like some more time with you and are using this time as a place to do so. So, Ace of Cups and the Hermit, there is something within you, be it an emotion, be it a passion. I think it's a good thing, so don't worry about that. There is an emotion within you that is new, that is excited, that is bubbling over with feeling, and I think for a lot of you, you're in love, quite frankly. I think a lot of you are in love, or I think a lot of you are first-time parents, or you have had some sort of news financially that really makes you overjoyed. There is something, Sagittarius, that makes your heart feel very full. And I think you are, in many ways, people learn from their pain. I feel like you're learning from your joy in some area. And you're starting to understand that certain things that you were fighting for and fighting for and fighting for on the external world, you just simply had to pause and reflect, and there they were. You know, it kind of is a Sagittarian habit, that you will be so excited about the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. Sometimes you can very much forget where you are. I think a lot of you are so ready for a big move. And I think with Jupiter being in Capricorn and being so much to do with the things that you value, and Saturn and Pluto conjunct at the start of the year in that sector of things that you value, your money is making big changes in 2020. For a lot of you, it's really good, provided you flow with that energy, provided you're ready to take the steps, provided you know when to move and when to stop. Kind of like that gambling song. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. I might call this the gambler, I don't know. But you're learning big things about money. And I think a lot of you by the end of this year are on a much bigger pay packet. I think that's just how Jupiter works when it's in your second house. Trust me, whenever it was in your sign, as a Scorpio, I noticed the difference. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. The Hermit and the Ace of Cups. For those of you that are feeling somewhat within the Four of Pentacles energy, you may be feeling that mostly going into mid-April. As the sun shifts into Taurus and into your routines, when it's in the 6th house, you can sometimes, even the most laid-back sign can get quite picky. You can start picking at things, picking at the past, picking at the problems. If you're in that Four of Pentacles energy, the key for Taurus season is to look at the things in the day that make you happy. Start small. Start focusing on your gratitude, the things that make you very content, the little things that you like, and you see them multiply. But love really crowns your reading. Romance really crowns your reading. There will be a move of some kind. Either you or somebody else. The Gardener. Yes. I don't even know that you can see that. The Gardener's a beautiful card. Kind of sounds like the Gambler though when you think about it. The Gardener's a beautiful card. It's all about tending to your garden and seeing the things in the day that you love and looking after the things that you feel beautiful. And there we have commitment. Yay! It looks like there's some really strong commitment energies going on for you. Someone that really loves you. Or something that you really, really, really love. You know? Okay. Let's take an oracle card and see what we've got. Inner Temple. Tune into the portal of your heart. That's what this is. It's looking inward and seeing how you feel on the inside. What is making your heart sing with joy? What is it that you long to change about the day-to-day life that you have? There's something. The clues for everything in your life in terms of direction will be in your day-to-day. You'll see little signs, you'll have little feelings. Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Priestess is all about tuning into your own energy and seeing what way you want to go. For a lot of you in work, in your day-to-day work, you may be called to step up and lead for people, to give directions, to give motivations. You're more valued than you realize, I think, in work, Sagittarius. People would like you to have more of a leadership role. Your family would like you to have more of a leadership role. And you might feel quite distracted at the minute by the things that are surrounding you and the good feelings and the lovely vibes, but you're still needed. If any manifestation blocks have been coming up for you, or any problems with a Gemini or Virgo person, it's because there's been indecision, especially if it's with a Virgo person or if it's to do with money. Again, there's been indecision in manifestation. Any blocks in manifestation are all because of you. Temperance, Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, or if you're with an earth sign, maybe a Capricorn, it's to do with them having some level of anxiety. Or a lot of anxiety. Get into your money habits, and if you're in a partnership, it would be good to figure out the money situation before Cancer season in June, July. But it's a very beautiful spread, Sagittarius. I really like it for you. I will get more in depth into the May horoscope, of course. I will see you there. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Love you guys. Bye.